Hello, my name is Don Teague, and I want to go over a little bit of the My Lead System Pro CRM with you, just to give you a brief overview of what it can do for you and your business. Now, the screen you see here is the opening screen that you will see whenever you visit the CRM. As you can see, we've got the menu here on the left. You've got your new prospects. You've got the newest prospects. You've got some priority prospects, highest rated, and your upcoming tasks. And I'm going to kind of show you a little bit about each of these segments. If you click on the prospect list here on the left, you're going to be taken to your, prospect list. This is where everyone who has come into your CRM is going to end up. Now, as you can see here, I have some test entries to view. So let's take a look at user 1. And let's just take a real quick look at what we know about them. Well, we know that they're an upload from a website I used to run. We know that they came from a comma separated file or whatever that is. I always forget. But it comes from an Excel upload, basically. And we've had no interaction with them, and we have not entered a business focus. So let's go take a little bit deeper dive into that user. So you can see here that the prospect was added back in August of 2015 at about 7 o'clock. We can also, like you saw on the previous page, there's no interactions. Now we can schedule a task or we can add some general notes. General notes is good if you're talking to someone and you want to make some notes. So, notes about this person lives in a shoe, etc. So you now have some notes, and next time you talk to them, you can pull these notes up. When it comes to the scheduled tasks, you can say, you know what, I need to call them on the 5th at, let's call them at 11:20 a.m., and we'll call them on the phone, and we'll just ask them about the shoe. So there we go. Now we have a task to remind us that we need to call this prospect and ask them about their shoe. Well, since they live in a shoe. Now you'll also notice there's some social media aspects up here. We can go in and add and edit some. So if we know their website, we can add it here. We can add their blog if we know it, bull.com, and we can add their Facebook address, their Twitter, etc. Now we have those available for us to see on the page. So we, really quickly go, oh, by the way, this is their Facebook page. Let's see what they're up to. Now, when you click on the user's email address, something interesting happens. We have this window that pops up, and we can send them an email. Now, you will see the starting email template is blank, but we can drop down and we can look at it, and if they joined us in MLSP, we can click Joined MLSP. And now we have congrats. Welcome to MLSP. First name, what's that? Well, I'm going to show you here in a second. So we have everything down here, and so forth. Well, let's take a look at this, because remember it said first name? Well, user 1, remember that was their name to user 1? So the tag that you see here is actually adding their first name. Okay, now as we look at that, and I've lost my place all of a sudden, but the tags we put in there, we can modify. So if we want to add something else to it, let me click that here. If we want to add something else to it, we can go in and say the prospect's phone number, and we can add that. Now, I don't know if I put a phone number. I did, the infamous 555. So you can see you can add these tags in there, and that will just save you some time. Now, you'll notice I did a preview message and now a push email. And you'll notice here that I have a blank screen in front of me. Well, I also have, very conveniently for this particular demonstration that I'm putting on, how do I want to open this? Because see, it is sending the email to user1 at null.dev with the subject, and welcome. If you'll notice up here, the body equals, hey there, blah, 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 blah. See, the entire email is here inside of this URL. Now, this mail to in text speak tells the computer, hey, open your email program and let me send this email. And that's what it's doing. And since I have not yet defined my default mail program, it is prompting me to do so. Now, in 98% of the cases, 99% of the cases, you're already going to have an email. So what's going to happen? Well, your email program is going to show up and you are going to be able to send that person the email direct from your email server or email program. Now, when you get back into the MLSP CRM, you've got this message here and it says your message has been pushed to your default email client. Notice it doesn't say that it sent it because this program does not actually send the emails. That is very important to remember. Now, if we click log email, we now have their email that we sent. Now remember, we just told the CRM that we sent it. We didn't actually send this email. We just told the computer that we did. That is very important to remember. That's just one of the little things that you can do. Now, if we go back here to dashboard and we'll do a refresh, you'll remember that task we had to call them? Well, now it is showing up in my upcoming tasks. I haven't set up any priority prospects or highest rated prospects, etc. But those are there. That's just some of the things you can do with the MLSP CRM and how it can help grow your business and help you keep track of the things that you do and the information you get when you talk to your prospects.